Keishana with 37 points in the game today. If we can get a statement from Coach, and then just a couple of questions for Keith, because she needs to go out and sign autographs for the kids.
I feel like today was an example of sometimes you talk about Drexel basketball and grinding out wins. I think that today was a perfect example of that. We obviously had a defensive goal today versus this team. Any team that comes in here is going to give us their best shot. I really feel like this team did that today, and it definitely challenged us in so many ways. But I was really proud of the way we were able to handle a little bit of the pressure at times. I think we know it's something we're continuing to work on, but that we really stepped up when we needed to. We executed some plays down the line when we needed to, and like I used the term grind. We found a way to grind out a win today as a group, and so I'm really proud of this group doing that here, especially on our home court. I think it's really important for us to continue to know that that's something we can do moving forward.
Okay, questions for Keith?
Just a good game day to shoot fouls considering the other team was there. A
lot of foul shots. We'll take them.
Keith, UMES really were trying to double you pretty much the entire game. How did you react to that, and how did you handle that really throughout the game, because they were really turning up the heat, especially in the second half?
It's not something I was surprised to see. We knew they were going to be extra physical. We watched the film on them. We knew what they were going to do, so we were definitely prepared for that. But I think my teammates did a great job when the doubles were coming, flashing to the ball, and just making a play. So credit to them for doing that. And like I said, we were just prepared to hit the pressure.
And sometimes you just have to win games in different ways. Obviously, Ryder it's more of an easier win, but how big is it going forward, going into conference play especially? You win a tough physical game like this against a really gritty team in UMES.
It definitely gives us a confidence boost, knowing that we can be tough and grind out a win like that. So going into conference, we know we're going to see, a lot more challenging things in a lot of different ways. So just being prepared for that, working on it in practice, so nothing comes as a surprise to us.
I think what a great compliment to see double teams all the time, but that also makes you give the ball up more. So what did you see from your supporting cast today, especially moving forward? What more can we expect out of them?
Well, Kylie, she's just a flat-out scorer as a freshman, so I think she did a great job just making basketball plays, flashing to the ball, getting rebounds, getting easy twos. And then Jazz and Hedda, I thought they did a great job fighting down low, grabbing the boards. And then Fern, I'm going to keep telling her to shoot the ball. I think she played great. And then Grace, she's just a tough player, so I'm pretty confident that she'll continue to improve as we go along. I know that I have them to lean on, if the pressure does come out.
Any more questions for Keith? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Keith. Coach, really tough defensive battle. It's interesting. It really had three different games, if you will. LaSalle was really an offensive game, back and forth. This was the grind it out, got to make your free throws. Again, kind of the same question that I had for Key. What does this do for your team as a really big, tough test here in the early going in November?
I think this is really important for us. We definitely have our moments. Like you said, I think every game's been different so far, and that's a little, for us, I guess, in this team, it's not really surprising me, because I think we're still finding our ways with seniors like Mara Hendrickson and Keishana Washington, but then you're starting two freshmen, Grace O'Neal and Kylie Lavelle, and they're doing some tremendous things as freshmen for us, but they also are freshmen. They don't have the experience and understand sometimes in the moment things that need to be done because they haven't really been through it. So that combined with some of our leadership, I think we're really building things game to game. So today I was just really proud of this group, because Grace O'Neal, she missed some shots, but she's so gritty. She stepped up and made a big shot when we needed her to, and I know she's that type of kid. She's fearless, so I know that's only for us going to be something that's going to continue to grow in her position for us. But I think the pressure we saw today was actually really good for us, because that's what teams are going to do. As you said, they're going to they have to find ways to get the ball out of Washington's hand. I thought they did it. I thought UMES did a really nice job of doing that today. It stuck to the game plan. She was still able to come up with 35 points, which is, she's a tremendous player. But I think other players did step up when they needed to and made some plays.
We saw a lot of unforced turnovers, or maybe things that are rare for Drexel. I think just moving forward, like how can you guys stay disciplined, especially in the fourth quarter when a game is that tight?
I think that's, like you said, it seems out of character for us, and that's something we really talk about, taking care of the ball. And that's from the first possession to the last possession in the game. So that is something we are working on. And I think it is a situation where, over the last few years, we've had some very senior players on the floor, and we are really learning with the new ones out there. And the roles change game to game. We really have different people out there. So what we're looking to do, that's going to be something we really have to tighten up and get better at moving forward. Especially, I think we're going to be in similar situations with teams this year. So I was really proud that they did execute out of the timeout when we got the three that Key made, and that was definitely what we looked to do in that play. So I'm hoping we'll continue to do more of those throughout the season.
And you got the home game with Lehigh coming up, and then after that, quite a few on the road for almost a month. How big is it to kind of close out this little homestand with a solid game and potentially a win against a good mid-major team like Lehigh?
It's really important. We know, being away for as much as we're going to be, getting a home game right before that is going to be really important. Now we're going to play a team that can really score the ball. They're scoring lots of points, so it's going to be even more important that we, really get disciplined on the defensive end, which we're working on, and we're getting there against Lehigh because they're strong. I mean, they're going to come out, they look to score, and for us to get a win at home before we hit the road is going to be really big. Because I think these road games are really going to help us as we head into conference play. But we're really going to have to learn how to battle at home and figure out a way to hopefully get one more before we hit the road.
Stick at Buffalo next week and not this week.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, how much speed is now? I'm like, oh my gosh. So.
First you got kids, and you're supposed to be there.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.